Hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, otherwise known as Puglo Escobar, and I'm here with my good friend Mr. Raccoon, don't you know, who's talked me into buying a Benefactor, and I'm rather hesitant, you know. Okay, right, sodding hell, he's shooting at me, right, that's how eager he is, you know, can't trust the wretched thing. Turn your back on him for a moment and he'll try and put lead in it. Okay, hope he fell off the roof there, haha. Okay, jolly good. Now, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at my Maze Bank offices, and before we begin, I must warn you, ladies and gentlemen, as always, don't speak to my secretary. She's an absolutely awful woman. I'm thinking of firing her, you know. In fact, I'm going to fire her, I think. Anything. Wait, what's going on there? Sodding Raccoon's trying to poach my. Get away from her, right? Okay, he's trying to hire her himself. No, you don't want to work for this blasted raccoon. You know, he's an absolute swine. No, definitely need your services, my darling. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, well, never mind that, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today at Mr. Raccoon's insistence to purchase the Benefactor Surano, and so that's what we're going to do. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, the Benefactor Surano can be found under the legendary motorsport website, and there we go. Okay, now scrolling all the way down the page, ladies and gentlemen, because this is in fact one of the cheapest cars that one can buy on GTA Online. It is a sports car. It is a very basic sports car, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, it is the cheapest Benefactor that you can buy in its class, I do believe. Okay, and you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, the Surano convertible retailing for a price of $110,000 only, ladies and gentlemen. A mere fraction of what we normally pay for a car, and we're going to send it on up to Hillcrest residence. And on this occasion, Mr. Raccoon has selected the Vista Safari Comet, you know, and so that's what we're heading on up in. And there we go. Okay, we're riding at Hillcrest. Relatively good car. The Comet, you know, goes off road well. It's also got machine guns. Yes, and Mr. Raccoon's just found them, hasn't he? Yes, jolly good old boy. All right, sorry, hell, bloody Raccoon. Right, he couldn't even let me get into the garage that time, could he? Absolute swine. Right, what the bloody hell was that? Right, okay, right, I think he's trying to drive up that wall. Crazy bloody Raccoon, I tell you, absolutely. Anyway, we're going to head on down to the garage now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to head on inside and see if the Surano has been delivered. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, there we go. This is the Benefactor Surano, and what do we think of it? Well, it's a very boxy vehicle, isn't it? You know, not much stylistic flair to it, but it is very, very cheap. You know, $110,000. You know, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do quite like it. You know, it does look quite mean, quite muscular. You know, quite a serious vehicle. So yes, I don't dislike it in any way. Obviously, it hasn't got the flair of a supercar, ladies and gentlemen. It's rather plain looking. But I do like how low and squat and wide it is. It does look rather sort of you know, good in my opinion. You know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're going to take it on outside, and with a little bit of luck, yes, there we go. We've got Mr. Raccoon waiting for us, and Benefactor Surano of his very own. Okay, we're just going to take a wide corner here and give him a chance to catch up, and right, okay, and there he goes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so what do we think? Let's give the handling a bit of a go, shall we? And sodding hell, right, okay, went straight into a bloody wall there, didn't I? Okay, well, we can't really test the acceleration now, ladies and gentlemen, if we're going downhill, but like I said, we can test the handling out in this wee vehicle. Right, okay, what? Sodding hell, right, okay, missed the car and hit a wall. Okay, never mind, top end speed, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see what sort of air we get off these hills down here, and okay, you know, no reasonable, not nothing. Oh, sorry, hell, right, okay, hit a bloody lamppost there, didn't I? Okay, well, never mind. Well, we gotta have a look, give us a chance to have a look at the acceleration on the flat here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to wait for Mr. Raccoon, and there he is. Okay, so let's have a look at the acceleration now. Okay, so, I mean, not wonderful, is it? You know, not really that wonderful at all. Okay, what do we think? Top end speed, ladies and gentlemen, we don't seem to be going, I mean, we're moving along, you know, but it's sort of what one would expect for this kind of price range, and whoops, and daisies, right, okay, sorry, I'm not having the best of luck, really, am I, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, can't really figure out why Mr. Raccoon has insisted I go ahead and purchase this vehicle, you know, so far, all round, you know, I mean, it's not awful, you know, ladies and gentlemen, it's not over-roaring by any stretch of the imagination, you know, I mean, it's what you might expect for the money. Okay, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, finally getting to that bottom corner, you know, okay, and there we go. So what do we think? Acceleration, relatively poor, ladies and gentlemen, top end speed, relatively poor, handling, a little bit wallowy. Okay, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, never mind, we're going to take it on into the custom auto shop, I do believe, as we always do at this juncture, you know, and we're going to go ahead and perform the necessary upgrades and modifications to this vehicle. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen, heading on inside one of my cheapest, the cheapest vehicles I own, you know, the Benefactor Surano, as you can see, a sports car there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well now here we are inside the custom auto shop, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going through this stage of the video at double speed, just in order to hurry things along somewhat, but still give you an idea of the different modifications related to the sort of performance and the aesthetic modifications that can be affected to this vehicle should you then choose to go ahead and purchase it, you know. Okay, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it really is a very cheap car, so there aren't all that many aesthetic options that can be fitted to the vehicle, and of the options that one has got, there aren't really that many to choose from, you know. Okay, never mind. So what's the initial review of this vehicle, ladies and gentlemen? Straight out of the box: acceleration, you know, average, underwhelming, top end speed, underwhelming, handling, you know, a little bit iffy, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit iffy, I'm perfectly honest with you. It's very, very heavy, you know, that's what I find with it. A sort of heavy, wallowy car despite its low center of gravity. Okay, well, thank goodness we're getting to the colours, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, there is only one colour, as one would expect from such a cheap vehicle. Okay, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's pretty much all the modifications completed. Now we're going to take it back out onto the street and do a test lap. And how about that? Yes, we got Mr. Raccoon waiting for us. Okay, jolly good. Yes, pull alongside, good sir. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and have a standard lap, ladies and gentlemen. But this time we're going to have Raccoon along with us. I wasn't sodding hell, right? Yes, not looking where I was going, was I? Oh, well, never mind, ladies and gentlemen. Right, here we go. So, standard lap, acceleration up the hill. Not too bad. Now it's been upgraded, to be perfectly honest with you. Sort of improved, you know. We'll have a look at the initial top end speed down here. And okay, it does seem to be moving now, doesn't it? Okay, but I mean, it's not mind-bending by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, coming to this bottom right-hand corner, see how she handles here. We're going round and round and round, and okey cookie, right up. That runs to the back of the Raccoon there. Sorry about that, old boy. Hard cheese. Yeah, but we got around it in perfectly good form, gotta say, ladies and gentlemen. Been around there a lot worse, shoddy states than that, you know. Okay, top end speed, and we are moving now, aren't we? Right, okay, that's pretty good. And we're going to try this bottom left-hand corner and slid out. And how about that? So did the Raccoon. We sort of ended up in the same way. Right, okie dokie, here we go. See if we can get the Raccoon in front of me. I just slow down a little bit, and there he goes. Okay, and jolly good. And I should point out that Mr. Raccoon was deliberately sort of staying in front of me there. He wasn't trying to break away. If he had wanted to get some ground on me, doubtless he could. He was staying quite close for the video, you know. Thank you about that. Thank you for that, old boy, I should say. Okay, well, let's take it on to the top speed test track, ladies and gentlemen, and see how she handles here. And this is the sort of preliminary test that we do for some vehicles on some occasions, just to give us an idea of how she can perform. Okay, so this is the Benefactor Surano, retailing for a price of $110,000, and just to give you an idea, ladies and gentlemen, the Benefactor Krieger can make it down here in about 50-51, the Garotti Itali GDO about 51-52, and the Pegassi Centaur about 53-54. Okay, and what have we got? 55.757. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to be perfectly honest with you, that's not entirely bad, you know, on the just on the outside edge of competitive there, ladies and gentlemen, but for $110,000, really very impressive. Okay, well, let's go ahead and put the roof up there, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, it is a convertible. We're going to put down roof down or roof up, and we'll give it another once around to have another admire of the vehicle. It is not a bad vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. I do quite like the look of it, you know. I do quite like it a lot. Okay, well, first off, ladies and gentlemen, for absolutely no reason whatsoever, we're going to go Surano versus Surano. Now, we put Mr. Raccoon in my Surano. I've gone ahead and taken his, ladies and gentlemen, and the very first test we're doing this evening is absolutely pointless, ladies and gentlemen. It is Surano versus Surano. Okay, so let's have a look here. I should take this opportunity, I suppose, to point out that all of the other vehicles, you know, are driven by Mr. Raccoon. You know, he has a channel of his own. It is called the Bromby. That is his name. If you type the Bromby into YouTube, you should be able to go and find it. Why didn't you go do that? He's got some rather good videos on there. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, he really is rather the better driver of the two of us. We're both in identical cars, and he crosses the line some way ahead of me. Oh well, never mind, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get on with it, shall we? Okay, so next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have got the Obey Cabrio 9F or something like that, I do believe, retailing for a price of $130,000, ladies and gentlemen. So $20,000 more than the whatever we're driving now, the Surano, I do believe it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's in yellow as well. How about that? We're going to put both these around the track and see how they can handle. Now 55.757, ladies and gentlemen, very good, and you can see we've got it in front of him there. Okay, jolly good. Yeah, so I can see why Mr. Raccoon sort of asked me to go ahead and purchase this car. Oh, whoa, bloody hell, right, okay, that's coming alongside, isn't it? Right, okay, bloody hell, right, well, that means the 9F must be rather a nippy car as well, ladies and gentlemen. We may have to go into a test on that. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking up a little bit up the price range now, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see against the 9F there, I'd say that's pretty much a draw, wouldn't you? But this is the Benefactor Surano, ladies and gentlemen. This is retailing for a price of $145,000, so $35,000 more than the Surano there, ladies and gentlemen. Another Benefactor, it is its bigger sister, you know. And so there we go. We're gonna stack it up now and see how she handles. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, even though Mr. Raccoon is the sort of more proficient driver of the two of us, yes, there we go. He's struggling to get past me in the more expensive sort of Feltzer there. So yes, the Feltzer, I should say, retailing. I don't know what I refer to it as. I believe that is the Feltzer, ladies and gentlemen. I like to say 145. That's retailing for, and I flipped my bloody car. Oh well, ladies and gentlemen, never mind. Okay, next up now we have the Overflod Immorgan, ladies and gentlemen, the Immorgan, or whatever the hell it's called, you know, retailing for a price of $2.1 million, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, yes, he's absolutely shot off into the lead now. The reason why this has made it onto the video is because it actually, the Immorgan, ladies and gentlemen, can only get down that top speed test track in about 1 minute 1 second, you know, so with a turn out, you know, as far as we can work out from that test, the Surano has significantly better top speed, but the acceleration of the Immorgan and the handling, yes, puts it down the track some long way ahead of the Surano there. Okay, so perhaps that shouldn't be a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this may well be more of a surprise, you know. This is the Karate, and I'm not entirely certain, but I do believe this is the Turismo R, ladies and gentlemen, retailing for a price of $500,000, if that isn't the correct car. I do believe it is, though. Okay, so yes, this is a $500,000 car, ladies and gentlemen, up against effectively $100,000, $110,000, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, yes, it's sort of pulled into the distance there, and we're it's sort of disappearing away. Okay, so we're losing to $2 million cars and $500,000 cars, and you think, well, no surprise there. But we're about to get onto the more surprising elements, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is the Emperor ETR1 retailing for $2 million, $1,995,000. I'll have you know, ladies and gentlemen, I bloody should know because I paid the sodding money for it. And what you're about to watch, ladies and gentlemen, is a $110,000 car beat a $2 million car. Okay, well, here we go right here, and this is exactly why Mr. Raccoon has insisted I purchase this vehicle, you know, because actually, despite its rather cheap price tag, it is actually a rather overperforming vehicle for its class, you know, at least in our opinion anyway, you know. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, $2 million coming in behind $110 million, $110,000, I should say, ladies and gentlemen. As you can imagine, that makes me feel sick to my stomach. Okay, well, we're going to wrap it up now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to pull out the Pegassi Zentorno. This is what Mr. Raccoon likes to refer to as Big Daddy Z, don't you know? And I can't say I blame him one little bit. It's an absolutely fantastic car. It's got fantastic acceleration, fantastic top speed, and fantastic handling for the money of $725,000. It is probably our second favorite car in this game behind the GTO. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, he's taken rather a wide corner there. And on this occasion, bloody hell, what are we seeing, ladies and gentlemen? My good God, look at that! Jesus Christ, the Surano's coming alongside the Zentorno. My God, we hardly... Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen, and it crossed the line behind it just by a margin, just by a fraction. That really is absolutely shocking, and it leads us on to the final question, ladies and gentlemen, and the question is the Grotti Italia GTO. That is the question, and this is going to be the answer. Now, normally we say it's a foregone conclusion. That was shockingly close with the Zentorno, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to move on to what Mr. Raccoon likes to refer to as the final masquerade. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, yes, that's why we call it the final masquerade, because yes, there's not a hope in hell that anything on GTA so far is going to be able to take down the Grotti Italia GTO. That is the simple truth of it for the time being. It can even take down the Krieger, you know. I mean, like I say, if you were paying attention earlier, you may have heard the Krieger gets down the straight in 50-51. The GTO makes it down in about 51-52, ladies and gentlemen, but it still beats it round the trap first. Okay, and what do we see, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, we see the GTO waiting for us a long time before we cross the line, and that perhaps shouldn't surprise us. Okay, well, what do we think of the Benefactor Surano, ladies and gentlemen? You know, for $110,000, it's really not bad, you know, 55 seconds down that straight, keeping up, beating the ETR1 and keeping up with the Zentorno, not bad at all. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, Mr. Raccoon should shoot me in the back of the head, but he says he's not going to, you know, because he loves the Benefactor. He's wearing a Benefactor t-shirt, as you can see there, and I could pop him in his little bean there, but that would seem unchivalrous, ladies and gentlemen, on such a wonderful occasion. You know, and like I say, Mr. Raccoon is a Benefactor fan. He's wearing his Benefactor t-shirt there. He's insisted that I go and buy the Surano, and I've got to say I'm rather glad that I have, you know. It is rather a nice car, and he's tittering away to himself, and I can't imagine why he'd be doing that, you know. I'm perfectly happy with the result. Right, something hell, what's that? Bullets. Right, okay, what the bloody hell was that? Oh, right, I see. That's why he was laughing. The sodding raccoons called the mercenaries on me. Okay, well, he's having a little giggle to himself now. Let's have a look if they're still chasing. Yes, they're still there behind me. Okay, well, bloody hell, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to make a run for it now. Sodding raccoon. Right, okay, never mind. Well, we're going to head on down to the casino, I think, ladies and gentlemen. You may as well tune out. It's pretty much the end of the review, you know. What should I say? What do we think of the Benefactor Surano? Should you go ahead and purchase it, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, I bloody well would, you know. Right, and there's Mr. Raccoon coming up behind me. Right, sodding raccoon. Right, and there he's trying to shunt me. Absolute swine, isn't he? Absolute. Right, bloody hell, that's more than a little shunt, isn't it? Sodding raccoons. Well, I need to go spinning off there. Right, where the yes, and he's gone and fallen off. Right, okay, that really does make me feel rather happy, you know. So should you go ahead and purchase the Surano, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, I recommend you would for the money. It certainly is a very good vehicle. And I'm going to go ahead and try and kill the valet, because I hate the valet. And here we go. And whoops, it daisies. Right, whoops, it. Sorry about that, my darling. You know, are you all right there? Didn't mean to get you. You're right there, my love. That's it. Go on, get back up. You'll be perfectly well. Whoops, it daisies. How about that? Mr. Raccoon got you too. That really is unfortunate. I've got to shoot the valet. And whoops, right, okay. I think I shot it. Oh, sodding hell. Right, okay, should have expected that from the bloody raccoon, I suppose. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and of course, as always, thank you very much for watching.